report, and as you can see right in front of me, I have Nifty's chart on a daily time frame. And if you watch any video of mine from last week, you'll realize I was mentioning Nifty is below a major level, but it's not continuing, so it's just going to create volatility. And that means people like you and me, retail traders, will lose money if we try to trade Nifty, and that's exactly what has happened. As you can see on a bigger time frame itself, you'll notice for the last 6 to 7 sessions, it's just complete volatility, no clear momentum in Nifty. But if I just go to Bank Nifty again, because there was a breakdown and I anticipated a further breakdown which happened. But again, here also we are noticing a retest. So if I just go to a 5 minutes time frame, you'll be able to see that very clearly, guys. This is how chart patterns take place. If you notice, market went up to that exact level, that pinpoint level, and then made a inverse hammer candle. I'll just zoom in so you can clearly see that. And now it's continuing on a downward trajectory from there on. So a very pure price action. But now that this price action has taken place, I don't actually expect the market to just move downwards or move ahead, because there's a major event happening. That is on February 1st, we have the budget. So clearly that's a very key moment in economic and stock market perspective. So I myself, as a price action trader, will not try to take any risky bets. I'll just lay back and see how the market plays out, and I hope you do that as well. So next off, the major news of the day is actually Kalyan Jewelers, and I've been covering this stock for, I don't know, about 7 to 8 times in the past month. And that's because Kalyan Jewelers is falling very rapidly, almost 20 to 25 and 30% fall we noticed in a matter of few days. And that is because some of its members were basically allegedly involved in some sort of a scam. So clearly all those sort of things brings a heavy negativity on the stock. However, Kalyan Jewelers today, after all the rumors, today they gave up and came up and clarified some speculation, saying that these are completely baseless, malicious, and defamatory. So they are completely denying it, which is good news, because if that agreed to them committing some sort of a fraud, it would have been a bad news for the company. Since they're coming out and taking a stance, you can see that it has brought some investors back into the faith, clearly up about 6% today. Next off, we have our retail favorite stock, Vodafone, up about 10%, because not just that, almost we saw a huge surge in all the telecom related stocks. That's because centers actually apparently thinking of waiving a huge portion of the AGR dues. So in order to understand this news, basically all these telecom companies owed a huge ton of money to the government in form of adjusted gross revenue. And obviously they were unable to pay that out, because it's a very competitive market out there, and especially with Jio and Airtel being the big top dogs on the upper hand. There small companies like Vodafone Idea or BSNL are they tried very hard to survive, and clearly they're unable to pay these dues. So now apparently government, especially the center, is trying to waive a huge portion of that money, saying what, it's okay, don't pay. Because if they don't do that, these companies will fall, and again we'll have a monopoly or a duopoly, or oligopoly in basically with just Jio and Airtel. And clearly that's not a good news from the whole market as a perspective. So maybe that's why government is considering removing these AGR dues. So you can even see that people did expect this for the last couple of trading days. We had noticed this, and I even remember mentioning it in my post-market report that some good news is about to come for Vodafone Idea, maybe regarding the same AGR dues. And clearly today we have some more speculation brewing, and as you can see, a huge gap up, and even after a gap up, it gave quite a good of a run up. And next up we have Global Spirits, up about 13 to 14% today. And not just that, almost all these Global Spirits sort of stocks are who prepare these kind of like alcohol and beer, right? So this comes as a surprise news, because government is considering cutting the rate of rice. Now you might be wondering, why would an alcohol company go up if the price of rice comes down? And that's basically because government is cutting the price because they want the ethanol production to go up, right? Because they are taking a green initiative and they want to push more of ethanol based energy source out there, but in order to do that they want to cut the price of rice down. And another company which actually gets benefit from the price of rice going down is something like Lotus Spirits, because they make a lot of spirits. It's even called as a rice spirit, I suppose. So all of these things put a stock in a very positive mode. As you can see, it was in quite a bit of a trouble. It was falling continuously, and today after the news came out, a huge surge in the stock. So next off, we have strong earning reports coming from Kotak Bank today. Uh, you know, I mean, the stock went up by 9%, with, as you can see, as a very huge surge, because they posted a extremely good quarterly results. So clearly, you can find more about this on our Instagram channel, where we'll be decoding exactly the what is happening in the earnings report of Kotak Bank. And next off, we can even see that, not just Kotak Bank, it sort of took the entire banking sector along with it. Even IOB, Canara Bank, UCO Bank, all of them are up about 3 to 4%. So clearly a good positivity thanks to Kotak Mahindra Bank. And sort of, obviously Tata Tele, MTNL, all these, shares are going up because they owe a lot of money to the government, and they want to just let that money go. So clearly that's a great news for all these telecom companies, and that explains why, stocks like Tata Tele and MTNL are going up along with Vodafone Idea.
If you're a trader following market calls and tips for day trading, use our tool RNT, Research and Trade. All you have to do is link RNT to your trading account, then just sit and relax. Turn trading into business at app.gwcindia.live. Check out description for more details.
Disclaimer: investments in the securities market are subject to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.